I read in many interviews that people call you a sex symbol. How you react to that?
I think it's really quite funny, because it's the last thing in the world I'd ever have thought, you know, I'd be labelled as. And I don't know, it's incredibly flattering, but I can't conceive it myself. It's quite funny.
Do you think there is a certain image about you already established?
Yeah, I mean, I think that...
What kind of an image?
Well, I can only really interpret it from what other people see it as, because they're the ones that see it. I just do it. And I'm not sure. I think they get a theatrical thing. And hopefully it's just a little more interesting than if I was just standing. I'm trying to project something that will say something to them rather than just flipped. And
I think in our society it's very common to put everybody in little boxes. So you have definitely an image. But what kind of an image you want?
Well, I suppose I don't really want an image. I just feel that whenever I perform anything, which is really where the image comes from, images do seem to be physical. You don't often get an image from someone's music. You get an image of them as a person. And for me, I'd like that to keep changing, because I don't think I have an image. I just try to project what's ever happening in the song at that moment. And every song is different. And that's how I would like to be. I would like to be different with every song, rather than the same old thing. Do you know what I mean?
One half of the job is publicity. How you handle this? It tires you sometimes, or it's boring for you sometimes?
I guess out of everything that I have to do, it's the thing I question the most, because it was something I was very aware of when I was outside the business. You know, like just reading articles of my heroes and maybe reading something that I thought, no, you know, they wouldn't do that. And when I started doing it, I realised that maybe half the things that I'd read just weren't true, but I'd believed them. And that worries me to a certain extent, that things that are written down that maybe have been slightly misinterpreted will be totally believed by an awful lot of people. On the business side, especially Jay is involved, and my father too. There's so much to deal with.
What's your father doing?
Well, he'll go along to meetings because he's a director of the company. And
what company?
Our company. We have a company. And just sort of sort out the points, things that I just couldn't really have the time to do, or really the knowledge either.
John, can you explain what you do for Kate?
Yes, well, it's a sort of coordinating process, really. The company was formed when it looked as though she was going to become popular. And there's the administration of that, basically. We use a solicitor and an accountant and other people in advisory capacities. So there's liaison between them as well. And the whole thing is really to structure it so that the final decision on anything becomes Kate's, which tends to be unusual in the rock music, especially where somebody has suddenly become popular. They usually then find that they've got a lot of hassles with their record companies and so on, which weren't thought of, before they started to become popular, but it's been avoided in Kate's case.
You're getting into my poison. She slips off on the side into my glass of wine, and I don't put any coffee in
Was it tour a financial success, or was it just for publicity to promote you?
What, the tour?
Yeah.
It certainly wasn't for a financial success, because touring was certainly, the way we did it too, was much more a loss thing than making money, because the amount of money it cost to actually get the thing together, to get it organised, all the people involved, it would just cost a tremendous amount of money, and there's no way that you'd probably even make even, you would lose.
How many people are involved in that tour altogether?
Well, altogether, actually, on the tour, there were about 40 people, which is a lot, but besides that, there's like John working on coordination, and Hill, and our solicitors and publicity people, and it's just an enormous